Risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. The most important investment you can make is in yourself. Chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. Tell me who your heroes are and I'll tell you who you'll turn out to be. Someone sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. It's far better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price. In the business world, the rearview mirror is always clearer than the windshield. The stock market is designed to transfer money from the active to the patient. Wall Street is the only place that people ride to in a Rolls Royce to get advice from those who take the subway. It's better to hang out with people better than you. Pick out associates whose behavior is better than yours and you'll drift in that direction. Our favorite holding period is forever. Rule number 1. Never lose money. Rule number 2. Never forget rule number 1. It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you'll do things differently. We simply attempt to be fearful when others are greedy and to be greedy only when others are fearful. You can't make a good deal with a bad person. Investors should remember that excitement and expenses are their enemies. Read 500 pages like this every day. That's how knowledge works. It builds up like compound interest. All of you can do it, but I guarantee not many of you will do it. You know, you keep doing the same things and you keep getting the same result over and over again. In the world of business, the people who are most successful are those who are doing what they love. The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. When trillions of dollars are managed by Wall Streeters charging high fees, it will usually be the managers who reap outsized profits, not the clients. Honesty is a very expensive gift. Don't expect it from cheap people. I always knew I was going to be rich. I don't think I ever doubted it for a minute. The best chance to deploy capital is when things are going down. If past history was all that is needed to play the game of money, the richest people would be librarians. The investor of today does not profit from yesterday's growth. Speculation is most dangerous when it looks easiest. What we learn from history is that people don't learn from history. One can best prepare themselves for the economic future by investing in your own education if you study hard and learn at a young age, you will be in the best circumstances to secure your future. Never invest in a business you cannot understand. If returns are going to be 7 or 8% and you're paying 1% for fees, that makes an enormous difference in how much money you're going to have in retirement. Time is the friend of the wonderful company, the enemy of the mediocre. The three most important words in investing are margin of safety. Only buy something that you'd be perfectly happy to hold if the market shut down for 10 years. American magic has always prevailed, and it will do so again. Why not invest your assets in the companies you really like? As Mae West said, too much of a good thing can be wonderful. Forecasts may tell you a great deal about the forecaster. They tell you nothing about the future. Opportunities come infrequently. When it rains gold, put out the bucket, not the thimble. The stock market is a no-call strike game. You don't have to swing at everything. You can wait for your pitch. The best thing I did was to choose the right heroes. It is not necessary to do extraordinary things to get extraordinary results. You've got to keep control of your time, and you can't unless you say no. You can't let people set your agenda in life. If you're in the luckiest 1% of humanity, you owe it to the rest of humanity to think about the other 99%. You don't need to be a rocket scientist. Investing is not a game where the guy with the 160 IQ beats the guy with 130 IQ. You only have to do a very few things right in your life so long as you don't do too many things wrong. Predicting rain doesn't count, building the ark does. If a business does well, the stock eventually follows. If you aren't thinking about owning a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. What counts for most people in investing versus saving is not how much they know, but rather how realistically they define what they don't know. An investor should act as though he had a lifetime decision card with just 20 punches on it. Do not take yearly results too seriously. Instead, focus on 4 or 5 year averages. Buy a stock the way you would buy a house. Understand and like it such that you'd be content to own it in the absence of any market. It's better to have a partial interest in the Hope Diamond than to own all of a rhinestone. There is nothing wrong with a know-nothing investor who realizes it. The problem is when you are a know-nothing investor but you think you know something. If you get to my age in life and nobody thinks well of you, I don't care how big your bank account is, your life is a disaster. Basically, when you get to my age, You'll really measure your success in life by how many of the people you want to have love you actually do love you. Not doing what we love in the name of greed is very poor management of our lives. Success in investing doesn't correlate with IQ. What you need is the temperament to control the urges that get other people into trouble in investing. Money is not everything. Make sure you earn a lot before speaking such nonsense. The most important quality for an investor is temperament, not intellect. You need a temperament that neither derives great pleasure from being with the crowd or against the crowd. Life is like a snowball. The important thing is finding wet snow and a really long hill. I believe in giving my kids enough so they can do anything, but not so much that they can do nothing.
Thanks for watching video.